I hope y'all are ready for a wild ride in 2024 and even this year, starting now, as AI images are destroying the world already. Just wait until we have AI rendered video and audio combined into one, because these things already exist. Let me stress, AI images are here. It's only a matter of doing frame by frame to make an AI video, and AI voice manipulation already exists. And now it's a little rudimentary. With a little hard work, a little elbow grease, you can generate enough of someone saying something to make it sound indistinguishable from reality. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you this story from Insider. An apparently AI-generated hoax of an explosion at the Pentagon went viral online, and markets briefly dipped. But you need to understand, a market dip means money stolen. Let me explain. First, we have this tweet here from the Kobasi letter, who says, this morning an AI-generated image of an explosion at the U.S. Pentagon surfaced, with multiple news sources reporting it as real. The S&P 500 fell 30 points in minutes. This resulted in a $500 billion market cap swing on a fake image. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, $500 billion swing. It then rebounded once the image was confirmed fake. AI is becoming dangerous. Becoming? It is. This is the image in question, which really just doesn't look real at all. Remarkable. Look at the building in the background. The windows don't make sense. The structure makes no sense. People saw this image. They quickly retweeted it. And here's the S&P 500 index. We can see a massive sell-off. And then we can see a bit of a recovery. Here's what you need to understand. If I've got stocks and I say, okay, right now the stock is worth $100. If it hits $90, sell immediately. I think, what are they called? Stop loss? Let's say I'm not paying attention, minding my own business, and this news goes viral. It triggers many people to sell their stock. The price drops to 90. I haven't noticed a thing. I'm sitting there playing World of Warcraft or something. Instantly, a trigger hits, selling off all of my stock, which is immediately then bought up by someone who has a buy order at $89, a premium price. The stock recovers. I lose my stock. All because someone posted lies. This massive market manipulation, think about what this could be. You set up a bunch of buy orders for various stocks at maybe minus 10%. You put out these images, stock collapses, you instantly buy it up, it rebounds, boom, you made the money. Now, can they prove it was you? Some people just got very, very, very wealthy, and they had nothing to do with it. If you were someone who said, this $100 stock, I really like it, but 100's too much, 90 makes sense, so I'm going to put in a buy order at the bottom. If it does fall to 90, I'll want to buy it. You're sitting there minding your own business, playing World of Warcraft or whatever it is you're playing. Fake news hits, the stock tanks, your buy order triggers, you buy it right back up. The news is revealed, it's fake, and then boom, the price is up. All of a sudden, you instantly bought in at $90 and are now sitting at $100. Oh boy. 10% in an instant. Now imagine you had $1 million. You just made $100,000 in 10 minutes. Through market manipulation. This is where things are going. Mohegan BTC on Twitter said, today we got the first glimpse of the dangers of AI and social media. An image was released on Twitter stating there was an explosion near the Pentagon. News spread quickly and over 500 million was sold off from the S&P 500 in minutes. It says 500 million, but the other tweet says 500 billion. I don't think it's billion. I think it's probably million. I want to make sure that's clear. Does anyone clarify whether it's million or billion? I think it's million. Let's make sure we get the number right and see if they have the official number here in Insider. I don't think they do. I don't think they do. Billion sounds like it's very, very, very high, but not impossible. I'm going to go ahead and say it's probably 500 million. Not sure though. Probably should have checked. I thought it was billion. I thought it was reported. I thought that was that big. Let's just do this. I'll do a quick fact check. See what the number here is. 500. Because a lot of them are ignoring the hard number. So I'm wondering if that 500 number is correct. 50 points as of noon. It was, I mean, a New York Post has 500 billion. Is that really right? Is that $500 billion? That can't be right, can it? 500 million also does, to be completely honest, seem kind of small. I'm not sure. Man, I don't know for sure. So just fact check me on that one. And because if it really is 500 billion, that's crazy. But yeah, this is where we're going. PBS NewsHour, fake AI images of Putin and Trump being arrested spread online. You've seen these already. Elliot Higgins of Bellingcat saying, making pictures of Trump getting arrested while waiting for Trump's arrest. Very interesting. This story, of course, from March 23rd, 2023. We all saw the images. Trump being arrested, many of them looked relatively real. And we knew they were fake. But what happens when people make things that are more believable and more confusing? Therein lies the bigger challenge with AI. A picture of Donald Trump with 2 scoops of ice cream. Yeah, nobody really cares, right? A picture of Donald Trump with 3 scoops of ice cream. But CNN did run the story saying Trump gets 2 scoops, everybody else gets 1. Pretty sure if anybody wanted more ice cream, they could have got it. Most people probably just didn't care. Or how about Trump's salt and pepper shakers are bigger than everyone else's? Pretty sure that was fake news. Like, there were salt and pepper shakers on the table, and the ones that were closer to Trump just happened to be larger. As if Trump would be like, no, you can't use these are my pepper shakers. Could you imagine that? If you're sitting down with dinner and Trump's got salt and pepper in front of him, I'm going to grab the salt. No one's going to bat an eye. They make up fake news. But it's all to generate negative images. Now imagine if the image in question is a bit more damning, not the worst, because nobody would believe the craziest of crazy. Like Donald Trump getting arrested and fighting with cops. Yeah, nobody's going to buy that. They're going to be like, what? But what if someone took a real picture and then altered it in some way? The reality is, my friends, we've already seen it. Saturating Trump's face to make it look bright orange so he looks like a clown. There was one video, this is crazy. A local news outlet actually superimposed a mouth over Trump or something like this to make him go like, blah, 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 and make him do something weird. They fired the guy for it, saturating his face. These people are insane. Do you have any idea what's going to start happening? Mid-Journey. It's incredible. It's a lot of fun making pictures. But they're not going to be able to stop people from doing the craziest things. You are going to get a picture of Donald Trump doing something seemingly innocuous, but still kind of uncouth. And they will use that to smear him. It will appear in ad campaigns, and they'll use clever words to get by defamation and slander laws. But when every single political action committee or super PAC is running the same photo, Trump can't sue them. Here's what I predict. A photo of Donald Trump, maybe flicking somebody off or like yelling at somebody or making an obscene gesture in some way. It'll look like a candid photo captured by someone when Trump thought no one was watching. And then it'll be reported in the news. Image of Trump emerges making obscene gesture. An image of him making an obscene gesture, that's a fact statement. Now, no one ever said it was a real image, so you can't sue him for defamation. They'll say there's an image. It happened. We reported on it. It was going viral. Once they do that, political action committees, rival campaigns will run commercials saying, look at this photo of Donald Trump. It has been making the rounds on the internet. Is this the kind of person you want for president? They never said in the commercial it was Trump and he did do it. They say, look at this image that surfaced online of Donald Trump. It is an image of Donald Trump. If I draw a picture of Donald Trump, I can call it an image of Donald Trump. You can't do anything about it. The problem is art typically is not as realistic. Now, I get it. Photoshop has existed for a long time. And yes, it's caused problems. But now we are putting the power of Photoshop into the hands of a layman. You will now have every single far leftist, liberal, able to do this. Now, that's probably the good news. There will be such noise, no one will believe any of it. But then how do we get our news and information? I think the chaos is going to come, and then it all shuts down. When the chaos reaches critical mass and there's too much fake news out there, people will just say it's all fake. And how do you find the truth? You can't. Seriously, you won't be able to. Sources you know and trust will be like, we're not sure if this is real or not. No one will know what is real. And maybe that's the point. The reason why they want AI done so quick is they will end the flow of information between people like you and me. So they don't care if I have a show. They're going to say, sooner or later, Tim Pool will be unable to determine what's real outside of what we determine is real. News organizations will say we're the only ones that are true. And what are we going to say? That's already where we almost are. But what happens when I'm looking at 500 images and they're all slightly different? I don't know which one's the real one. Why would I trust the New York Times? That's the future. I'll leave it there. Next segment's coming up in a few minutes. Stick around and I'll see you all shortly.